Hey, how's it going? Welcome back, everybody, to more MSQ playthrough. We are in Dawntrail. We are more than halfway complete. I believe our MSQ is now 96. We're on our way to Dawntrail. Let's go ahead and pop into it. Everyone's here? Good. This is it, my friends. We go to strike down Zorelja and secure peace for Tuliolal. We'll be passing through Shaolani, where there have been reports of enemy movement, so stay sharp. The Landsguard have told me about them. They emerged from the dome in quick succession and took the looming overhead. Display of force, like the vessels in Tuliolal. Indeed, and while they haven't taken any aggressive actions, I want to see how things are in the area before moving on. We'll be passing a few settlements on the way to Shaolani Station. It's the perfect opportunity to look around. In that case, MSQ and I know a few locals who can help. Then let's divide into two groups. Edenvel, Alice, and MSQ will come with me to inquire with the locals. Meanwhile, the rest of you can go and inspect the dome. Understood. Once everyone has finished, let us reconvene at Shaolani Station. We can start with Husatawai. That's where the Dust Watch is based, if I remember correctly. You do. The Sheriff Gamaka should be able to tell us a few things. Oh, it's you two. And I'll be Val Wuklamad as well. You're the Sheriff of the Dust Watch, yes? What's the situation here in Husatawi? Well, the enemy hasn't tried to pick a fight with us yet. Ships gave us a shock when they first appeared, but they've just been floating there, holding position. That said, I've received some unsettling reports from elsewhere. We've been investigating to the extent we can, but we're spread thin and haven't looked in on Sheshinawazi Springs yet. Apparently, mechanical soldiers were seen in the vicinity. What? If this is true, then the people there are in danger. I worry about the other townships as well. If the rest of you could head to the springs, I'll pay a visit to Meihuatsoan. I'll accompany Erenval. See you all in a while. All clear this way. The mechanical soldiers don't seem to be in the area. Still, we should talk to the locals. Let's each make rounds and see what we can learn. Where the hell is this person? Oh, you're the one who helped us the other day. Walika and the others are out investigating, and they've confirmed that Netuwukwi is safe. It was after the train had begun its journey back here that the dome appeared, so those who were riding the train there are fine. We don't know what's become of those who disembarked in Yasalani. What a mess. Just after we finished fixing the tracks. Mechanical soldier shows no signs of life. It appears to have been run through with a polearm. MSQ, you came. As you can see, we're doing all right. After those ships appeared in the sky, soldiers clad in white showed up and surrounded the town. But to our surprise and relief, the traveler came along and dealt with them all in a flash. I'll never forget the way he soared through the air, spear in hand. Shame I never had the chance to ask him his name. We're all safe thanks to him, but I can't say the same for those in Ysolani. We haven't heard from anyone there. Namika as well. You heard about the spearman as well. Couldn't be anyone else. What's this? Someone's spreading more gossip about me. Talk of how I saved the town's traveled fast. That's not to discount the help of my friend here, of course. We gave those machines a real beating. I thought you'd come sooner or later. Do you know what's happening? So you were indeed the one who keeping the people safe. Thank you. Think nothing of it. The automata are in particular strong. But are the rumors true? Galul Jean-Jean is slain. I'm afraid so. Zoralja used some dirty trick to get the better of him. We'll make him pay for what he's done. Mark my words. Going to help her, I assume. I see. With your contingent, you won't lack for strength. In which case, I will remain in Shalani and keep an eye on things. That helps us more than you know. I'll send word to my brother before we set off. If you find yourself in trouble, don't hesitate to contact Kona. Kona? Brother? Wait a second. You're the Valve Resolve. I am. And you're Zakoa, right? I'll be counting on you to keep everyone here safe. Absolutely. More than those hollow men show up, I'll send them packing. I'm the fastest gun in Shaloni, after all. MS can attest to that. Glad to hear it. We leave Shaloni in your capable hands. Let's get patrolling right away, then. Stay safe out there. Don't do anything reckless. Wasted words, eh? Just do what comes naturally. Right then, it's time we headed to the station and join the others. Thanks to Estinian, there were no casualties to speak of in Shalani. The Herzaro were safe as well. At the very least, there were no sightings of soldiers there. What about the dome? Did you learn anything of note? It is composed of exceedingly high concentrations of lightning energy. To even touch the barrier would prove fatal. When approaching it, we must exercise all caution. Then how are we supposed to get inside? If Zoralja and his army emerge from within, there ought to be an entrance. An entrance, you say? It so happens we might have an inkling where one is. These are the engineers of Dawntrail Railing, which operates the train between Shalani and Ysolani. When we went out to recover the train, we had ourselves a look at the dome through a telescope. It was then that we saw it, a large fortress-like structure that looked like it straddled the dome's edge. You're telling us a part of it is inside, and a part of it outside? That seemed to be the case, yes. While we only observed from afar, the soldiers were coming and going from it. From that, I'd say it serves as a passage between the outside world and whatever's inside. But as you'd expect, the area was heavily defended. It won't be easy to get near. Do you know what became of the passengers who went to Yosalani? Uklamat's nursemaid was among them, a woman named Namika. What? I'm afraid not. Only those passengers who were headed back here are accounted for. I can say for a fact that everything was fine when we arrived in Yosalani. But when that big tremor struck not long after we left the station, I hit the emergency brakes and looked back, and all I could see was the dome. What's more, the fortress sits right on the tracks of all places. What are the odds of that? Assuming this fortress serves as a means to pass through the dome, we should first determine how we're to reach it undetected. I don't care if we're detected. I say we smash our way inside. Despite how it sounds, I actually gave this some thought. Zaraja wants me to prove that I'm Father's worthy successor. If I fail, he'll destroy Tuliolao. By charging in head-on, I make my intentions plain as day, and in so doing, keep his eyes on me. Bold strategy. I like it. Of course, your plan will be no good if you're cut down before reaching their base. What you need is something that'll get you there quick and break through their defenses with a single decisive blow. We have just that. Since the tracks go straight to the fortress, we can reinforce our train with armor, load her with all the fuel she'll carry, and send her hurtling at it to explode on impact. Chief, have you gone insane? You were just saying how relieved you were the train's in one piece, and now you want to turn it into a bomb? The train's not important. Our dream was to have railroads running from coast to coast, remember? If these invaders have their way, there may not be any more railroads, let alone trains to run on them. Is that what you want? The sacrifice we have to make. These good folks are willing to put their lives on the line to get inside that dome and put a stop to all this. The least we can do is help them. But Chief... Listen, no matter how hard things may get, no matter how many times we fall, we can always get back up. As long as we're alive, we can always build another train. So have faith, and quit your complaining. But what if we fall really, really hard? There's no getting back up if we're dead. No one's dying on this train. I'll see to it myself. Needless to say, this will be a one-way trip, and we'll need to jump off at the last moment if we don't want to go out in a blaze of glory. You all right with that? There's no changing her mind, is there? Just promise me you'll be careful out there, honey. We'll keep your wife safe, we promise. I'll hold you to it, and start a family business without her, much less a family. It'd be a lie to say the loss of the train doesn't concern me. But with good friends and my loving wife beside me, that's all I really need in the end. Well, at least it'll go down as the legendary train that saved Turao. That it will. But first we've got work to do, so she'll look the part. I don't know much about Magitech, but if there's anything I can do to help, you need but say the word. We'll keep that in mind. If any of you are willing to help, be able to lend a hand, there's work that needs doing over at the storehouse. It seems we have a path forward. I believe this is a good time for me to return to Tuliolao and inform Kona of the situation. I shall return as well. I have new investigations to pursue. The dome's elemental aspect is similar to that of the gate in the Golden City. If we can identify a connection, we may learn something of use in our fight. It's one mystery after the next, but at least we're not without clues. It may not be easy, but I know we can get through this together. Even only just having met them, I can see how important the train is to Wawika and the engineers. We can't let their sacrifice be for nothing. While I have no objections to the plan itself, I have one concern. How can we be certain Zeralja will not strike Tuliolal in retaliation? I considered the possibility, but when my brother told me to come and prove myself, he meant it. He wants to show that his kingdom is superior to Tuliolal, and it'll give him no satisfaction to attack when he knows I'm not there. No, he'll be waiting inside the dome, waiting for us to challenge him so he can crush us and prove his strength. Indeed, if anything, we're more likely to put Tuliolal in danger by not taking the fight to him. So we indulge Zeralja, at least until Tuliolal has shored up its defenses. Right. We'll charge in from the front and keep his eyes on us, during which time Kona will find a way to fortify Tuliolal. If you believe this is the best course, then we shall trust in your judgment. I expect there will be no small amount of enemy resistance, but we will do all in our power to assist you. Thank you. Well, time is of the essence. Let's go and see what's left to be done for the train. Looks like work is getting underway. We'll finish in no time at all. So what can we do to help? No need to hold back. As I understand it, the two of you met your fair share of craftsmen during the Rite of Succession. Would you happen to know a few who'd be willing to come and help us complete modifications to the train? Of course. What sort of craftsmen did you have in mind? Let's see now. Perhaps my greatest concern is keeping the train safe from enemy attacks. Even with you all aboard to fend them off, it'd be over in an instant if they managed to get us just one good hit on the ceruleum tanks. According to eyewitnesses, the soldiers used lightning-based weapons, so I have a mind to install grounding rods. Would you happen to know a carpenter who could handle that? We could ask Wukivu. The shipwright. A master carpenter from Okanu, eh? If they'd be willing, we'd be glad to have them. No objections from me. Just be sure not to forget their traditional greeting. But we'll need more than just a carpenter if we want this done in a timely fashion. We've got a lot of equipment that needs moving. Heavy equipment. I don't suppose you know anyone up to the task. Heavy equipment? Zermwer. Zermwer would be perfect. We'd be hard-pressed to find folks stronger than the Yakui, and I'm sure he'd be willing to help. You're friends with the Yakui? I'll be damned. We'll not want for strength with a help like that. Next, I'd like to outfit the train with some powerful weaponry of its own. Like as not, the soldiers will be riding their flying vessels. We'll need countermeasures to deal with them. That's true. I, for one, can't use magic, nor am I handy with a firearm like my brother. Any ideas for the ranged weapons we can use? Let's borrow guns from Kona for everyone. Guns, eh? While they'd be suitable in theory, it takes no ordinary marksman to hit a flying target, so it'd need to be something that doesn't require that level of skill and precision. But weapons aren't exactly my field of expertise. Perhaps I can be of assistance. The Crystarium employed etheric cannons for its defenses, and I see no reason why the design cannot be adopted for your train. While I did not conceive them myself, I know their design. It should be possible to build them here, provided we have the requisite materials and skilled smiths. Now that sounds like something Fontaine can help with. What are the materials we need? The barrel can be fashioned from any metal, so long as it's highly conductive to aether. The power cannon, we will require fire-aspected crystals of the highest purity. Fire crystals, eh? Might as well be the miners over at the springs can help with that. Then if I could leave the crystals and smiths in everyone's hands, I shall get started drawing up the schematics. Right then, I'll secure us the smiths. In the meantime, could you deal with the materials? Shenzha is in charge of our supplies, so it might be good to talk to him about it first. Well, I think we're set for a plan. Thanks for the consultation. Now let's get this train dressed up and give her the proper farewell she deserves. The plan's coming together. To make good speed, I'm going to try and enlist some help from among our friends back in Dawntrail. I'll leave the materials in your care. I think I saw Shenzha over to the southeast. Should be enough lumber for the armor. What else do we need? Oh, sorry, I didn't see you there. What can I do for you? Etheric cannons? Interesting. I have an idea where we can get the conductive metal, so I'll take care of it. I'm not sure about the fire crystals, though. Might be best if you spoke directly with the miner. Can I leave that to you? Right. You're friends with Yate, aren't you? One of the best miners around. If anyone can get you the crystals you're after, it's her. Oh, Mask, what brings you around these parts? The purest fire crystals, you say? I think I heard tell about them before. What was that about? Now, remember? Cerule Analas. You can find them to the south of town. They actually ingest fire crystals and keep them in their gut, if you can believe it. If you want the purest crystals, though, you'll have to go after the oldest, toughest Analas. Nothing you can't handle, right? I'll show you where you can find some to hunt. Looking forward to seeing why Erenville thinks so highly of you. I do really appreciate in this graphical update the density of all the areas with foliage and everything. You know, like a lot of variety of flora. There's quite a lot of fiery wildlife in these parts. We think it's due to the cerulean, but no one can say for sure. Still, it's not often that you see the bigger dominating sort, and that's what you need. What you'll have to do is hunt down a few of their kind. Establish yourself as a threat. It's known to draw out their leader. That's the spirit. While you're on the hunt, I'll keep watch nearby to make sure no hapless travelers come stumbling in. You see no signs of your prey. Perhaps you'll have better luck to the south. Amazing. You dealt with those beasts in no time at all. You need the crystals delivered to Shenza. I'll see that he gets it. These fire crystals are for the train, aren't they? Heard about your plans to enter the dome. I want to thank you for going to such lengths to stop these invaders. And though he'd grumble if he knew I was asking this, please take care of Elena Shipia. Anyway, I'd best be on my way. And you as well, in case you're gonna meet her. I saw Wuklamot heading for the station. How far is this? Okay. Shenza told me you got the crystals for him. Good work. I've just returned from looking for extra help. We'll see in a moment who answers the call. All would be in readiness for when they will arrive. I'm idle for a moment, and all I can think about is my home. Keep your chin up, Erinvale. We'll be on our way soon, and we'll find your mother. It'd be good to see her after all these years. There's so much I'd like to ask her about her time together with Papa. Oh, she'll talk your ears off. Once my mother starts, there's no stopping her. I wouldn't want it any other way. Right, let's return to helping where we can. The real work begins when the extra hands arrive. Thanks for making the trek here. To be honest, I wasn't expecting so many of you. Since the attack on Tuliola, I had been wondering if there was aught I could do to help. So, when I heard about the upcoming operation from Valkona, I leapt at the chance to do my part. Peace will be restored, and then we can all enjoy a nice cup of mezcal. This is our home, and we'll do whatever it takes to keep it safe. While I assist with the efforts here, High Luminary Gerfurler does the same at the capital. I'm truly grateful. With all of us working together, there's nothing we can't accomplish. Let's get to it, my friends. Yes, let's get to it. This is getting copyright blocked. Alright, everyone. That'll do it. You've done your part. Leave it to us to finish mounting the armor and cannons and have yourselves a hard-earned rest. Thank you all again for answering the call. No need for thanks now. Whenever you need help, just give us a holler. Indeed, we must all do our part when our nation is imperiled. Hear, hear. We love Terrell and we love you, Val-Wuk-Lamat. I love you all too. Your kindness and goodwill will not be in vain. This I promise. Thanks again for all your help. Wouldn't have been able to finish so quickly without you. Go and rest up, friend. Won't be long before the train's ready. From here on out, we won't stop working till the train's ready. If you have any preparations, now would be a good time to see to them. Boarding will come before you know it.
Right, we're just about done with the modifications, but I have to stress that we cannot afford a test run.
It's fine. We understand and accept the risks. We have faith in you and your craft. I'm sure everything will go to plan. With all the hard work everyone's put in, it couldn't be otherwise.
Finished at last! Behold, the pinnacle of locomotive engineering, the Dawn Blazer.
Amazing!
Yep, she's been fitted with wooden armor and a crystal grounding rod to mitigate the effects of lightning. Naturally, we had to overhaul the engine so it can handle the extra weight.
I also had her outfitted with the ferric cannons, the better to contend with enemy forces. And as they're modelled upon those used at the Crystarium, I can attest to their potency.
So, what do you reckon? Given the tight turnaround, I'd say we did a damn good job.
This is the toughest locomotive I've ever seen.
Glad she's to your liking. I hate to let go of such a beautiful piece of machinery, but I know you'll give her a proper send-off for us.
At the risk of spoiling the mood, we should probably get moving.
Yep, you won't get far if you let them pummel you from the air, but you'll be safe enough once you reach the tunnel.
In that case, I will conceal the train with a spell once everyone is on board. It should last long enough for us to reach the tunnel unnoticed.
Right. So everyone, are we ready?
We've done all we can. Rest is up to you.
I won't let you down.
And this baby hits 80 miles an hour.
At this speed, we should arrive at the dome in no time at all.
But not before we're spotted, I expect. Stay alert.
Here we go. Stand fast, everyone.
No, you don't.
They switched to firearms!
Oh dear.
Raha, jump!
Erinville, I need you to take over for me.
End of the line, everyone!
Oh, that was too close. Still alive, Erinville?
Mostly.
At last, the enemy stronghold. We should hurry before they can regroup.
Let's go and find out what's inside.
You gonna give me a dungeon now? We still got 20 minutes left in this recording. Oh, it's gonna be a long one. We're gonna have to split it up. Alright, let's hop into it. Who are we taking? Who can we take? Then Alice say, okay. Vanguard. For the music. Where the fuck is this?
Hold on.
Oh shit.
Something special for you.
Try this!
Vanguard Commander R8. Oh, what? One thing I don't like about Trust, you fucking die and it's not to start all the fuck over. You guys are here for my prog, right? You guys are supporting me from beyond. Also, why was that one shot? Why was that a one shot, dude? Fucking bullshit. Oh, I think I know why. Because the AoE too. Freaking garbage. So stay the fuck away from Cryo, because she's the one that made it difficult. Oh shit. What? Why were we safe the other time? Oh my god. They're gonna do it again? No? Not gonna... And what are these guys on the corners for? Okay, so that one you want to be on the outside. Still don't understand the difference, but whatever. Ooh, jeez. Okay, so with the time that we have remaining here in the block, guys, and being that we just finished the first boss, I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. So like and subscribe. I will catch you in the next one as we finish up Vanguard.